Hi friends, today's video is on the topic of suicide, so if you don't like that or will trigger you, please scroll away, please click off. Okay. This is gonna be tough, guys. So tough. It's fine. I'm gonna talk about it though. I feel like it needs to be talked about, so we're gonna do it. And yes, I look rough. I've had a rough day, but I want to record this. So, here we go. This is gonna take a while. Get some snacks before you sit down and listen, if you choose to listen. Let me just keep going with the, if this will trigger you, or if it does at any point, please click off. Okay, take care of yourself first. Okay, this is just a story. Okay, it's nothing super duper crazy important that you have to sit through. Like, seriously, take care of yourself first. Okay. I want everyone. I'm gonna be looking down too a lot because I wrote all this down. I'm not freestyling this. Fuck no. Okay. Yes, I want to ask everyone to please be kind and listen, okay? I want to share a little story of mine to raise a bit of awareness and let you know that if you are struggling with anything like this, you are not alone. Ignore the stuttering too. As I'm trying to recall or remember what happened, it's a bit fuzzy, so bear with me, okay? But, so, here we go. On this day, exactly a year ago, at 10:55 a.m., I had planned on taking my own life. I remember it had been a hard week before this day, and when I woke up, everything seemed to be wrong, you know? The entire world felt like it had switched and everyone hated me. I tried to make my day better, but with the headspace I was in, it was really hard to make that happen. On top of so many things I had bottled up in my head, it was an endless loop of just bad, non-stop playing in my head. Until one more bad thing happened and it all piled up on me. Everything came crashing down, seriously. I felt so heavy and like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. Everything I had ever done in my life was wrong and should never have happened, is what I thought. So I made a plan, one of which I will not share for the sake of myself and others, but my mind was pretty made up until I thought about a certain community I was in. I joined a live stream a day or two prior to this day. I might cry. Get used to it. One of my absolute favorite streamers, Mr. Joker, love you dude. He told me to reach out if I ever needed it because I had voiced my frustrations and one of my bad days to him. I didn't really want to die. I just wanted the pain to stop. I wanted to be the kind, lighthearted, and funny girl I was. But I thought I was lost, a burden to others, or too far gone to be fixed or saved. So before I went through with anything, I sent a message in his Discord server. I said to myself, if someone responds, then I'll stay. Someone has to care, right? After I sent the message out, my call for help was answered in about 5 minutes. Thank God. I wasn't out of the woods yet, though. I was still very weary of help, but I just started to talk to the person who answered me. When we moved to a messaging system or private DMs, I started to have a panic attack. That's always fun. Am I going to hurt this person? Will they shame me? Will they be afraid of me? I was thinking. Yes, I did think that. But I was also freaking out because when they had finally helped me calm down and realize that this isn't what I wanted, I was scared. I was so scared. I told them, you know, I was just telling them all the things that were going wrong and why I thought I didn't deserve to be here anymore. And yeah, after they were able to help me calm down, I started to remember like what I was thinking about, like what I was going to do. Now it wasn't an attempt, but it was an almost attempt. It was very close to one. But I will tell you all right now, those are still just as valid as attempts, okay? They still mean something. They are still, I think they're still counted as suicide attempts if you're even thinking about it. But yeah, we talked for about 20 minutes and I had made a promise that I would not do anything to myself and that I would stay. I just want to clarify this right now. That is single-handedly the best decision I've ever made in my life. But the story doesn't end there just yet, okay? Buckle up. I don't remember the rest of that day at all. It's been completely erased from my memory for some reason. But the one thing I do remember is hiding everything from my family going to dinner, forcing a smile, just acting like nothing had happened a couple hours before. And without knowing what was going on or what I had went through, my sister came to speak to me the next day. She was serious and a little teary-eyed. I knew whatever she was about to tell me was not good. I was worried she found out about the day before, but no, it was way worse. She had come to tell me that she was planning to move away. Some people may think that's not that serious, but that woman has been my role model and my second mother my entire life. She pretty much raised me when my parents weren't around. Okay, she was my best friend. She still is my best friend. She is my everything. Literally. I love her so much. And she was the one person that was always there for me. So, yeah, she is my protector. She's my big sister. I literally call her second mommy. It's, okay, mommy is weird, but it's a joke. But it has a lot of meaning behind it. Naturally, I tried to be strong, but as soon as those words left her mouth, I broke down. Not only at the fact that she was going to leave, but if I had went through with my plan the day before, she most likely would have stayed, which would not have been well at all, because situations. And when she did eventually move, my siblings would probably not have someone in place of her. I would have been gone. My siblings wouldn't have had anybody else to lean on. She wasn't just a second mother to me. She was that to all my siblings. She always took care of us. She was always here. And they wouldn't have really anybody if I had went through with it. So much shame, guilt, and sadness filled my chest, and I was fighting myself on saying anything, but I think my sister had asked me to say something. Like, she knows me. She can tell when something's going on. I didn't know what else to say, so I just told her. And seeing her cry like she did made me cry. And worry even more because, again, thinking about it. Because I had genuinely thought that nobody in my family cared, which was the worst thing I had convinced myself on. Because that day, I didn't talk to anybody in my family when I was thinking about those things. I just kept to myself. I didn't reach out. I didn't go to anybody for help, except for people online, because I was afraid my family would judge me and stuff like that. I was so ashamed that I didn't go to her or get help sooner, because I really should have. And I would have left with no goodbye or anything like that. Not just to her, but my whole family. Nobody would have gotten a goodbye from me. I would have been gone. And nobody was gonna get a goodbye from me. Nobody was gonna know that my last moments, whatever. I'm okay. Of course, she wanted me to tell my mother, but telling my sister had already opened things up. My sister has been so supportive of my struggles and more supportive than my mom in the past. That has changed now, obviously, but at the time, I was still focused on the past. And yeah, I wasn't so sure about my mother. That was truly scary. I was so scared. But after I painfully got the words out, she understood. And she was just glad that I was okay. I thought things would go worse, like my family would be mad, or just not happy with what I said, like I was looking for attention. Which I have been told in the past incidents like this. Not with my family necessarily, but just in general. I have been told that when I've experienced this before, because this is not the first time, sadly. But I'm so glad that I reached out and got help, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been here to be able to be here for my family. And my sister when she needed me too. Or become an aunt, because I did recently. Just a few days ago. Yeah, become an aunt to the very same woman's child that would help watch over me and take care of me. I wouldn't be able to see my older sister become an actual mother like she's dreamed. I would have left my family behind. My siblings could have found me. One of them could have found me. And that thought haunts me to this day. My dogs, they wouldn't have known where I went, because it's just something I thought about after the fact is, Dogs are like that. They're very connected with people. And they know things. They know when you die. But if they don't get to see that, then they think you left them. And that is crushing. Nobody would have gotten a goodbye from me. Nobody. You know, their last memory of me could have been something terrible, you know? I don't want to think about that too much, just because that would send me down a rabbit hole, but I don't want to think about that. There have been so many things that I have been able to experience and live through. Yes, I've had some low lows, but I've also had some really high highs. And very good times. I now know that there is a reason I am still here, to help other people and tell my stories. Let me tell you this, you are not defined by your mistakes, your failures, or your past, okay? And your story isn't over yet. This world still needs you in it, and you are wanted. You are needed, and most importantly, you are loved, okay? So that's kind of the end of my story, but I do have something else. Here's a reminder to all my friends in need or who are struggling. I just want to say, if you are watching this right now, I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy that you're here to watch this. I'm very happy that you're alive. The struggles you are facing now do not define you. Even though it may feel like it, everything will get better. And guess what? The feelings that you're feeling right now are okay to feel. It's alright to feel this way, even if you don't want to. Just know that you're not alone in this, okay? I know things may feel difficult right now. Some things may feel impossible too. Let me be your reminder that nothing is impossible. No matter how much it feels like it or how hard it gets, there's always a light at the end of every tunnel. There's always a way out, I promise. I see you, I hear you, and I want you to know that your feelings are real and valid. Everything you're going through right now, no matter what it may be, isn't easy. You are so much more stronger and smarter than you think. You deserve to get help, you deserve to feel better, and you deserve to be happy. You, yes you, deserve to enjoy this life you have and not struggle. There's more to life than trying to survive. You, my friend, deserve the best. You and your feelings are not a burden to anyone. There's always someone out there who cares about you and wants to help you. You are also not too broken or too far gone. There is no such thing. Okay? Keep that in mind. Please, you are not a burden to anybody. And if somebody says that to you, they do not care. Which I'm sure is like a punch to the chest. But there is always someone out there who cares. You just have to find them. Okay? So here's what I want you to do if you feel too stuck or too lost. Talk it out. Talk to someone, anyone, about how you're feeling. Or journal. I know, right? Everyone says that, and it sounds so dumb or childish. But it can work. Maybe while you're journaling, you can make a list of all the things or people that you're grateful for. Think of all the things you have. Think of all the things you have to lose but don't want to. Think of all the things you want to stay for. Stay and fight. Write all of that down. I want you to try and tell yourself that it's okay. That you're okay. Try your hardest to be kind to yourself. Take care of you first because you matter. Next, reach out. Yes, that's talking to someone. But if you are struggling or in that dark of a place, please reach out for help. I will give you a list of numbers and websites that you can look for in the description. So many things. But seriously, if you are having that mindset or even just thoughts of it, please reach out to someone. Please get help because you need it. And that's not oh, you need help. No. You need help. We all do, okay? Sometimes we need it more than others, okay? It could always be just a family member, a therapist, there's a hotline you can talk to. There's one I've talked to so many times before, they've talked me out of stuff. Or 911 in whatever country or, place you're in. Just please reach out. Your story is not over yet. You are not too far gone. You have a life to live. You have a purpose. I truly believe that everybody on this earth has a purpose. And that you're not done yet. Your story is not over. You need to keep living and surviving. Because that's what you're here for. And I know some of the things we have been put through is so cruel and so mean and so traumatizing, and you never deserve to go through any of that. But there is hope to get better. You can always get better. You are not lost. You are never too far gone to fix. You are never unfixable. Okay? There is hope for you yet. for everybody here. All of you are so perfect and important, okay? Perfect in your own way. You are all just amazing human beings. That's what you are. You're a human being. You deserve to live in this world, no matter what someone has told you or no matter what you're going through. You deserve to be heard and loved and cared for, and you deserve to live and not survive. So, again, please reach out if you need help. And thank you for listening to my story, because it wasn't easy to get out. It was very hard to recall all this stuff and write it down. And yes, I did cry. I cried writing this down and I cried reading it, but it's okay. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to feel your feelings, whatever they are. They're valid feelings. If you feel like everything is too rough or you don't deserve to be here, that's valid. Even if you don't go through with it. Okay, for all the people who have attempted in silence or thought about it in silence and never spoken out to anybody, I am so proud of you for still being here. You deserved to get help. You deserve to feel like you could reach out to somebody and get help, but you didn't. Okay, if you suffered in silence, I love you because you are amazing. You are way stronger and braver than you realize. And not saying that reaching out doesn't make you strong, because it does. Okay, all the people who have attempted or thought about attempting multiple times and never told anyone or kept it to yourself. Again, I'm so incredibly proud of you for pulling yourself out of that. You never should have had to pull yourself out of that. You never should have had to pick yourself up. I've heard so many stories of people who have literally slit their wrists and had to wake up after it. And they had to clean themselves up and act like nothing happened. If you are one of those people or have a story similar to that, you are amazing. I'm so happy that you lived, okay? I'm so happy that some of you have the privilege to still be here, okay? Because you deserve to be here. Yeah, this video is hard. This video, really hard. But I do just want to end it with this. All of you are loved and appreciated, okay? If you think not by anybody else, then by me. I don't care if I don't know you. You are important. You are loved. Every human life should be valued. Every human life is important. Your life is important. What you want is important. Okay? Please remember that. Please stay safe. And if you ever need to come back to this video to, have a reminder, please do that. I will gladly be that for you guys. If you ever need help, please reach out, because there's still hope for you yet. You are not lost. You are not gone. You are not done with this life. Okay, your story is not over. I love you all so much, okay? Please have a wonderful rest of your day. I love you. Spread kindness like wildflowers, friends.